Alright team, by show of hands, who has spent some time looking for their keys this week whilst people are waiting for you before you head out for work, you're out and about? And I want you to keep your hands up if you would spend $40 to $45 to prevent that from happening ever again. Today, we're talking about the Apple AirTag. And before you comment and say, oh, just another expensive Apple product, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you shouldn't buy the AirTag. And after that, I'll give you 1 reason why I think you should. So let's get into it. Why AirTags probably aren't for you. First, reality check, the data problem. Now, what's an AirTag without data connection? It's a useless smart tracker. Let's be honest, here in Zimbabwe, data is not cheap. And most of you who are in the market for an AirTag, you probably use Wi-Fi. You've got Wi-Fi at work and you've got Wi-Fi at home. And because of that, you don't find the need to buy data. Again, data in Zimbabwe is not cheap. But here's the thing, an AirTag needs a constant internet connection. Without it, you won't be able to connect to your Find My network and you won't be able to ping your AirTag, which means, number 1, you always have to have data. Yes, you don't need that much data. Yes, you can use just a bundle, one of the daily bundles, that are available for some of the platforms. But number 1, like I said, you always have to have a data connection, which means this is an added expense, an added bill for you that you just might find very unnecessary. Problem number 2 is the iPhone drought. Now, to understand this problem, you have to understand how the AirTag works. The AirTag works using what we call Bluetooth low signal. So Apple has designed it in such a way that this AirTag over here sends a Bluetooth signal to any Apple device in its radius. Now that Apple device is going to take the signal it gets. Of course, this happens all in the background. Anonymously is the word they use. It takes the signal and it sends it to iCloud. And then when you open your application on the Find My app, you can then see the location of the AirTag. So as I have just said, it works using connections to other Apple devices. It works best with the Apple network. Now, how many people in Zimbabwe are using the iPhone? If you're in maybe the lower density areas, maybe quite a few, but in the higher density areas, not that many. So if you lose your item, you've got your AirTag in your bag or on your keys. If you do lose them, maybe in the office, fine, you may be able to find it. But if someone takes it by mistakes and it goes to a rural area, it's basically useless. And like we said, here in Zimbabwe, you're now facing issue number 1, which was the data problem, that not only do you have to have data, but other people in other areas where your AirTag will be also have to have data. So if you can see, we've stacked the problems. The third and final issue is that the AirTag is not an anti-theft device. I have to break it to you guys. The AirTag is not going to prevent your item from being stolen. And because of all the things I've mentioned, it's very limited in terms of you being able to find your device once someone has actively taken it. As soon as they hear the sound, they can easily take it and they can throw it away. They can take it off your keys and dump it. They can take it out of your bag and dump it. So it's a very limited security device. If you want something that's real time, you want something that's going to give you extra level, higher level services, higher practicality, you have to get more specialized and more practical security devices. But here's where the AirTag makes sense. And I want you to picture this scenario. You're someone who travels a lot. You've decided to slip an AirTag in your bag. Boom, you go to checkout and you can't find your bag anymore. All you can simply do is whip out your phone and check the location. One of the great things about the AirTag itself is that it's got 2 different forms. So it's got the meter form where I can use the U1 chip of the iPhone and find its precise location. Of course, this works within about a 10-meter radius. Or I can find it using the open network. And this means in any country, anywhere in the world, as long as there's an Apple device in the radius that can ping the signal, I will be able to find it. So this can save you a lot of hassle. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The AirTag is a lifestyle device. What do I mean by a lifestyle device? It's there to improve the quality of your life. As I said at the beginning of this video, it's about saving you time. In certain instances, it's about saving you money. That's the selling point of the AirTag. So here's my real talk recommendation. And here I'm talking to 3 specific people. Number 1 is the traveler. Important to get an AirTag, pop it in your bag and make sure you've always got that added level of mental comfort. Number 2 is the professional or the general person who has lost something before. You've lost your keys, you've lost a bag, and it has cost you. And number 3, and probably the most important person who I would say needs this, is the professional. What I mean by the professional is I'm talking to my creators. These are the photographers and the videographers who carry around lots of valuable equipment. You want to make sure that you've got every level of security measure that is humanly possible. $45 to put in a bag that'll give you whether 5-10% of extra security on gear that's worth $10,000-$15,000 is very simple. So here's my conclusion. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Everything I've said, yes, does apply to the Apple AirTag, but it also works for the Samsung Galaxy SmartTag 2. It works for all the Ugreen trackers and everything else that's similar and in the same family. But the most important question you have to ask is, how valuable is your time? How valuable is your time? How valuable is your convenience? And what are you willing to pay to have that added level of security, the added level of convenience of you don't have to spend 10, 15, 20 minutes looking for your keys. You know where your bag is. You're able to find out if your bag is at home, if you've left it at work. How valuable is that to you? It's a lifestyle product. It's there to make your life better. It's not going to completely transform it or take it from day to night, but it's going to make your life better. So only you can answer that question, and I want you to let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend who you think might be considering getting one. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next videos. We've got a lot of nice videos that I think you guys are really going to enjoy coming along. So make sure you turn on those post notifications, and I'll see you guys next time.